morning and welcome to CityCast. We are back with our focus on Bangalore. I'm Ratika Rana.
And I'm Pyara Singh. Here are the headlines.
CoWIN app is not accessible to rural Karnataka. Eye surgeries in the city come down.
Bangalore traffic delays response time of fire engines.
Patients have to wait longer for cornea replacements. Our reporter Amna Karimi talks to major eye hospitals and tells us why.
Eye Bank Association of India decided not to accept any eye donations. Hospitals and eye banks witnessed 90% decline in cornea transplants.
The number of patients waiting far exceed the number of patients undergoing cornea transplant. So as a consequence, what has happened is during COVID times, we somehow went back. We obviously did drop down to zero transplants for a couple of months.
Narayan Netralaya say earlier they collected more than 100 eyes every month. However, they couldn't cross even 500 donations last year despite them taking all safety precautions.
क्योंकि वहाँ जाना मतलब आदमी को वहाँ नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट लेके जाना होता था, जिसके कारण बहुत जन वहाँ नहीं जा पाते थे। इसीलिए बहुत जन आई चेकअप के लिए भी हॉस्पिटल ना जाना पसंद करते थे।
Ophthalmologists say in emergency cases like fungal infection, if there is no cornea transplant, people lose their vision.
We had a lot of emergency patients whom we couldn't attend to due to these restrictions. What impact it had was people who were in dire need had lost their eye.
Eye banks and hospitals say the situation is getting better. They are now organizing awareness campaigns to encourage eye donations again. This is Amna Karimi reporting for the CityCast.
Experts say dependence on technology is not the best way to plan the vaccination drive against COVID. Our reporter Sinchita Mitra tells us why it could be a problem.
Data from the Karnataka COVID-19 information portal shows 65% of urban health workers have registered on the CoWIN app, as compared to 35% from the rural areas. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare estimates 60% of people in rural Karnataka do not have access to smartphones and hence cannot register themselves for the vaccination. A rural health worker who is eligible for the vaccination in the first round says she is waiting to take the vaccine. Doctors say app will lead to an incomplete vaccination drive, which is more dangerous.
App means only for show off. It is only for forward countries.
Lack of access could be more widespread, as a study done by a community health center in Pondicherry also finds the use of CoWIN app a challenge.
It has been a challenge, I would say. And the reasons are because initially when you have some piece of software that's not very user-friendly.
The Department of National Health and Family Welfare says they have provided smartphones to all PSCs to make it easier for the rural health workers.
Everybody is accessing the apps to the PHC level where vaccination is happening. They are entering in CoWIN portal.
Digital Expert says that India can go for the interactive voice response route as well, wherein people can call and get themselves registered.
Maybe you have to do a mix of both. What I would suggest is maybe if you are going down the technology route, a mix of both. Go physically, get people's details and everything physically, like you did polio and tuberculosis, and you do other vaccinations.
While the CoWIN app might be a push towards the idea of digital India, it might not be feasible for everyone to use it. The government needs to come up with a way that will enable everyone to get vaccinated in the most efficient way. This is Sanchita Mitra for CityCast.
You might have to pay a higher premium for health insurance from this year. Our reporter Kanishka Kohli tells us about the health insurance markets.
Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority data shows there is a 30% increase in health insurance sales after the pandemic.
They are asking themselves earlier, we have to pursue them for the health insurance. Now they are coming themselves for the health insurance after COVID. As it is added, GST is added, health insurance is increased. Premium is increased, but still people will buy it.
The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority guidelines also allowed an increase in policy rates by 5%. However, a report by Policy Bazaar shows the cost of premiums almost got doubled. A general family floater private policy for which premium used to cost 22,000 last year now costs 66,000.
मेडिकल बिल तो बढ़ता जा रहा है, तब रियलाइज हुआ था कि मैंने करवाना चाहिए.
Market experts say the rise in premium will result in more expensive healthcare.
But in future, it will hike healthcare costs. So the main focus is to keep a check on private healthcare rates.
People are more comfortable spending on health insurance premium rather than high medical bills after the pandemic. This is Kanishka Kohli for CityCast.
Please stay tuned for more stories. We'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome back. There's a delay in response by the fire department in Bangalore. Let's go over to our reporter Puran Chaudhary, who tells us why this is so.
It took the fire department 45 minutes to respond to a fire incident in a recycling plastic unit in Kumbalgudu.
ಕಾಲ್ ಬಂತು ನಾವು ನಾಗರಬಾವಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಇದ್ದವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಪಾಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಉರಿತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇಸ್ಟೇಜು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಗಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಪುಟಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಎರಡು ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನೀರು ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದೆ.
Fire official says Bangalore traffic is responsible for delays in response time, especially in crowded areas. General Fire Service Director says most of the delays caused due to traffic. We've written a letter to the state government to build 20 more fire stations in highly trafficked areas to avoid major destruction. The director of the fire department also says many small warehouses on the outskirts of the city do not have the required no objection certificate to operate, and they do not even apply for one. A report by O.P. Bhagat, ex-chief fire advisor to Government of India, suggests that there should be one fire station every 10 square kilometers in India. However, right now Bangalore has only 25 fire stations for against the requirement of 72. There is also a lack of manpower in the fire department, where there is a vacancy of 1,657 positions. The recruitment process for the 1,600 position is underway and will at least take 9 months to fill the gap. The fire department wrote 2 letters to the Karnataka government, which still hasn't received any response. This is reporter Puran Chaudhary for CityCast.
Driving behind vehicles with protruding cargo make the roads dangerous. Reporter Ratika Rana brings us the story.
Over 8,500 people died due to accidents involving vehicles with protruding material in 2016. Halsuru Traffic Police booked 26 vehicles for the same in January 2021. Drivers say contractors do not measure the material appropriately and call for the wrong vehicle. They are always scared that the material they carry would fall off or injure other drivers.
अब मान लो कि 1,000 रुपये भाड़ा 1,200 रुपये भाड़ा में हमें 500 रुपये 1,000 रुपये पुलिस को देके हमें 200 रुपये डीजल को उठा देके हमें खाली हाथ जाना आना अच्छा है क्या?
In 2019, an NGO named Save Life Foundation reported 9,000 deaths due to such mishaps, although the ministry has no data available.
We used to commute on two-wheelers on daily basis, and such vehicles which come with such protruding material, it can be very fatal for students like us.
Experts believe that the problem can be solved with public participation.
Not only number, they should report with a photograph. The proof is there. If they then police can book the case.
Experts also say that designating a proper time for transporting sharp material, implementing the laws strictly and charging reasonably for all kinds of vehicles can help in reducing the problem. This is reporter Ratika Rana signing off for the CityCast. Cab drivers in Bangalore are struggling post-lockdown. Our reporter Sejal Seth will talk to them.
IT industry in Bangalore has shifted to a work-from-home model. The 65,000 cab drivers who used to work for the IT industry have been reduced to 5,000.
लॉकडाउन से पहले मैं 3 से 4 हज़ार तक कमाता था, अभी मैं 500 भी नहीं होता है.
Drivers who used to get 7 to 8 commuters a day hardly get 2 now, as many people are scared of getting infected by using public transport.
I work with the IT industry since long. I used to commute taxis like Ola and Uber before lockdown, but as my company has offered me work from home, I no more commute the services.
Many cab drivers have taken loans to cater to the needs of their family. A driver whose only source of income is his taxi fares finds it difficult to make ends meet, as the number of passengers has reduced considerably since the pandemic hit.
Before, in 2019, we have around 800 to 1,000 cabs, but at this situation, at this time, we have only 5 or 10 cabs riding.
Cab drivers hope for the IT sector to reopen in order to revive their losses and pay back their loans. This is Sejal Seth signing off for CityCast.
Thank you for watching.
Do log into citycast.in, our online publication for other news-related stories. Thank you.